Hey guys, how is everybody today? Let's do the recap for 3/3/2014. We're going to do a crude oil recap, and then we're going to just quickly talk about the ES today. The ES, as I've been saying for quite a while now with the volatility, has been very, very easy to trade. Just, we're not in that normal 8 to 10 point range. We're actually having some nice moves where you can catch 6, 8 points on the trade, which, obviously is a worthwhile venture. But let's start out with crude today. With crude, right before the open, we had a short, which went for a nice amount, followed by a beautiful S play between 10 and 10.30. Now that trade went from about 104.45-ish up to 105.20, but just for the sake of argument, say 50 pennies. As you know, I like to say 50 pennies. If it goes 50 pennies, even if it goes 70, because 50 pennies is always nice. Then the last real trade in crude before we end our day was right here at 104.75. That trade went all the way down here, roughly 50 pennies. You know what? If you only took 30 pennies out of it, it certainly wasn't the end of the world. Now, when we look at a day like today, most people look at it and go, wow, gee, what am I going to do? Most people would say, well, gee, from the open, the pit open, it moved pretty much straight up. And that's obvious. What's not obvious for most people is, well, where do I get in? Well, that's where we come in here at futurestradingcoach.com. See, how do you know this is an S play? You don't, unless you learn it. But price action is very, very nice in crude oil right now, at least today. And early in the morning, it was very nice. Nice short, beautiful long, nice short. So you had 1, 2, 3 trades, and they were all very nice trades. Obviously, you're going to have a mistake or two that you're going to make during the day because you're a human being, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's talk for a second about the ES. Let me bring that up real quick. Let me just switch charts here because the ES today. Those lines on here. Let's get those off. The ES today, again, very, 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 very cool stuff to trade. I had a beautiful trade before the open here at 9.30 long, and that went for many points. After that, we have what we call an understanding trade, short from around 44. Then we had another short, literally, what number was that? Check, what number was that? That was, let me check. That was at 11:27. 27. Okay, it's right here. So, and I got to tell you, made a mistake. I got in too early, got whacked, got stopped, we got back in. And this was a mental mistake, and we all make these mental mistakes. Got back in here at 18:42 and rode this thing all the way down to the bottom. And we had a lot of people between the two rooms watching this. And it was very, 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 very cool to watch. So basically what you had on a day like today was, roughly, say 3 very nice 5-point trades. And you have to know the methodology. But I'll tell you this, as you're watching this, right? We have an understanding trade right here, and this was the gist. It wasn't an RS. The gist is that right here around the 38.50, if you miss this up here, you still had a great opportunity to short from 40, to short from 40 if you missed that. Okay, based, of course, again, guys, on what the retail trader does. Listen, anyone who wants to get in contact with me, hit me up with an email at futurestradingcoach.com. Or, of course, you can go to samgo@bellsouth.net. I'll be more than happy to speak with you either on Skype, telephone, email, whatever you like. You just let me know. But everybody have a great night, and we look forward to doing it again tomorrow. Look, as I tell all of my students, you're going to make plenty of mistakes along the way. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, you want to make sure you're very successful. Now, I don't trade after 12 o'clock, but I will tell you there's a beautiful long right off of the 37s that took you up, and didn't take it because there's no need to take it. That's the day. Happy trading, and we'll see everybody back here on Tuesday, 3/4/2014. Thanks, guys.